Hi, and welcome to the Banker's View from Sibos video series, looking at all the hot topics this year in Geneva. I'm Joy McKnight, Transaction Banking and Technology Editor at The Banker, and I'm here with Shyam Nagarajan, Director of Cognitive Business Operations and Blockchain at IBM Cloud. Shyam, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Joy.
What do you think are the big challenges for banks in the back office?
Well, you heard from a number of speakers this week at Sibos. Back office and middle office are continuously being asked to reduce costs, improve efficiency, and in general become more agile. And that's a huge challenge. That's a huge challenge because legacy systems are permeated, and there's processes that has been established, sometimes years ago, and they are difficult to change. So there's a significant focus on process automation in this area, and process and decision management, which is really about policy automation. So as banks embark on this journey of process automation, it'll get them into a place where they could be more agile, and we are seeing that in a lot of our customers and as well as our partners.
So what sort of some of the trends or the evolution of process automation in the back office?
Well, process automation is really backed by what we call as business process reengineering. And business process reengineering has been around for a long time. Techniques like Lean Six Sigma has been very prevalent. We have seen that Center of Excellence is established at these banks or financial institutions. They have been very popular. But it's evolved where the focus has been about how to handle exception processing. That is usually the place where they have the biggest impact within the organization, to more about how can we be agile about iterating the process so it can evolve with regulatory standards, compliance, and also just keeping track with the disruption. So I would put it all into two aspects of it. The previous version of the process automation and process reengineering focused on what we call as enterprise productivity, increasing enterprise efficiency. And now where it's going into is the focus is more on the knowledge work and the personal employees within the banks and the organization, their productivity. So that evolution started with about process automation and at the back office, and slowly starting to move towards the front office as well, where the differentiation is all about what are the new content, focus on the experience of the customer, and how do you better the relationship with the customer, right? All of these implies that your processes needs to be agile, your people who are interfacing with your clients need to be very knowledgeable and be able to take very quick decisions, and IBM brings a very unique point of view. We believe in two aspects of it. One, increasing personal productivity through what we call as a robotic process automation. That's important. The value that you get by doing the swivel chair from taking information from one system to another system is not really productive. We have ways how we solve this particular problem. But we go a little bit more, where we believe the knowledge worker who's interfacing with the customer needs to have a deeper decision-making insight, and that could be based on a number of data streams that's available today, data sources that could be social profile of the customer that they're talking about. We could do things like look at their Twitter feeds and be able to do sentiment analysis and personality insight analysis, so you know what's the context and provide the context to that knowledge worker. That really helps move beyond the focus on just cost takeout to more about how do I improve the differentiation that the banks have in terms of relationship as well as the services that they provide to their customers. So that's where we see the trend going and evolution of the process automation space itself.
Okay, and there's a lot of new technologies in this space. Can you outline some of them?
Well, from a technology perspective, we believe BPM, process management, BPMN is a new standard. It's been around for a while. It's being continually improved. On top of it, there is business rules and business rules management and business event processing. What's happening is that the cognitive, the machine learning, and the artificial intelligence is being injected into these processes and as well as the decision elements that make it more intelligent. So that makes it very interesting for the people who are using the processes, are engaged in the workflow of the systems. The other aspect is we are seeing a huge impact of taking these internal processes and suddenly the blockchain technology, which has been very, very popular at Sibos. And every organization that I've talked to this week has some kind of a project initiative that's going on. A lot of it was blockchain tourism. Now I see a lot of realism in actually how do we make this real for our organization. And guess what? What are they going to be interfacing with is the processes, is their internal system. They're going to be integrating into these systems. And I believe blockchain is the next evolution of transaction processing. So therefore, these systems have to evolve in order to be interfaced into blockchain to be able to get beyond from just being an internal mechanism for cost takeout to interfacing through blockchain with external enterprise. How do you increase the efficiency in doing that? So I see that's the trend where in terms of new technologies and that is going to have impact on the banks.
Great. So you talked about the hot topic here in Geneva. What do you think is going to be the hot topics in Toronto next year?
Well, a couple of things hit me. Cybersecurity is becoming so important. So that will, I presume that will continue to be a big theme. Blockchain, it was a big topic last year. It was an even bigger topic this year, but it's going to be more of a real topic next year. And I believe that it's an evolving topic, and therefore it's too important for this particular industry to be part of it. I'll see that continue to be showcased. And the third topic I would presume to come more upon is the cognitive and how do you improve the customer experience. Those are some of the trends that I see for going into next year.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us today, Shyam.
You're welcome. Thank you, Joy.